A brother recently commented on one of our videos saying, "Please make a video on how to move on in life." Props to the man for asking for help. Being able to move on in life is one of the greatest accomplishments you can achieve, even though no one will be there to celebrate it when you achieve it. But that's where your true satisfaction will stem up from. Think of a ship at a harbor. When the ship is not moving, it is anchored to the sea floor. If you try to move the ship when it is anchored, it will not go far. Same is true to your life as a man. The longer you hold on to worthless pebbles and stones in your life, it's like being anchored to the circumstances of life. If you want to drift freely on the oceans of life, you need to first unhook that anchor. You need to let go of the people, places, memories, and things that bring you back to square one. We will discuss 4 ways you can move on in life in just a second. But start by understanding that life is a series of ups and downs. This is a phrase that we oftentimes hear, but pay no attention to. Your life is like a heartbeat, like sea waves that bobble up and down slightly. Your response in your moments of defeat truly defines who you are as a person. Consider these moments when you dip down in life as a blessing in disguise. They are the real reason why you grow as a person. Look back over your life. The times when you made the greatest move upward in life would have come from the time when you first underwent a tragedy. For example, it could be a loss of your father that turned you into a person who now takes responsibilities. Or it could be the loss of a job that made you pursue an even higher paying job. Or it could be the loss of a relationship that caused you to now seek out more meaningful relationships and things in life. With that said, let's discuss those 4 ways that you as a man need to take in order to truly move on in life. Number 1, embrace discomfort. As humans, we are creatures of habit. Once we learn how to do something, we love to do it over and over again and don't want to change our pattern of doing things. This is what you call the comfort zone. And holding onto your past and not being able to move on also comes from staying in your comfort zone. This is why embracing discomfort is perhaps the biggest step you need to take. It all begins from the mind. For example, the idea of exercising brings discomfort to many people's minds, so they don't do it. Moreover, eating a salad, journaling, focusing on a difficult task, or saying no to others also brings discomfort. The key thing to understand is that most forms of discomfort actually help us grow into our strongest and smartest selves. Many of us were raised by loving parents who did so much to make our childhoods comfortable that we grew up subconsciously believing that we don't need discomfort in our lives, and we run from it constantly. Because of this, we limit ourselves to only partake in the activities and opportunities that feed our comfort zones. Instead, make a conscious decision to do simple acts that make you embrace a little discomfort every day. There's a saying that the man who can now lift a mountain first began by lifting pebbles. Learn to do the same. Take one small step at a time. One day at a time of seed retention. One day at a time of going to the gym. One day at a time of facing discomfort, learning from it, and adapting over time. Number 2. Think better about yourself. You might have spent a lot of your time subconsciously belittling yourself, thinking you are not enough or trying to be someone else. But this is where the problem lies. Most men don't deal with their trauma and end up watching videos like How to Be an Alpha Male. Because you have not dealt with the actual trauma, you end up putting up a fake facade to try and prove to yourself that you are a macho man. You try and act less sensitive, needy, but deep down you still feel scared because you feel broken. At a subconscious level, you still beat yourself up over the past. This is why most men turn to hookup and other coping mechanisms. They don't deal with their true trauma, but feel as if hookup and a high body count will somehow make them more respected. Truth be told, they feel dead inside. You are essentially trying to deceive your own self. Remember, the real battle is always in your mind, and your mind is under your control, not the other way around. Never believe that you are broken due to rejection or stress, and don't let your mind get the best of you either. Heal yourself by refusing to belittle yourself. Honor your feelings, emotions, and needs. And above all, don't forget the real one who has been with you since day one, your Creator, the Lord Almighty. Number 3, be grateful in the present. We always discuss on this channel the importance of having a purpose, but there is one thing that is arguably equally as important, if not more important than having a purpose, and that is gratitude. Think about why you need a purpose in your life anyway. It's to bring true satisfaction, right? Same is true to gratitude. I want you to close your eyes right now and think about a homeless man. Try to imagine his day-to-day life. How do you think he spends his time? Where does he get his food? Where does he sleep? What does he do when the weather gets cold? What can he do when people misbehave with him? Now, keeping your eyes closed, look over your own life. Is your life not 100 times more blessed? You have a roof over your head, a place you can call home. When it's cold, you can turn on the heater. When people misbehave with you, you are able to defend yourself. Are you not blessed? This is what you call gratitude. Thank the Lord and count your blessings each day. Marcus Aurelius says it incredibly. He says, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Just like all things in life, expressing gratitude is so simple, but some people take it for granted. A dose of gratitude a day keeps the disappointments away. I want you to say it with me. A dose of gratitude a day keeps the disappointments away. This doesn't mean that you won't be disappointed, but you won't dwell on them and won't allow them to hold you back. And finally, number 4, help other people. One of the worst habits we quickly adopt from society is to put ourselves at the center of the universe. When you become so self-obsessed that everything is about you and your feelings, you are bound to get upset over everything. Why? Because you start taking each thing personally. One of the easiest ways to move on in life is to understand that there are far more bigger things at play than simply your feelings. It might be a hard pill to swallow for some, but helping others is the best way to snap yourself out of that miserable, narrow perspective. So, whenever you catch yourself lingering at the center of your own made-up universe, try to shift your focus away from your own issues and onto other people around you. Stop asking questions such as, why did it happen to me? And start asking others, how can I help you? This small change will positively impact your life and help you grow individually and collectively with other people. This way, you will focus on other people's needs rather than wallowing alone in self-pity. You will stop doubting yourself as you won't be thinking about whether you are good enough or not. Your center of attention would be other people's needs. This doesn't mean that you should forget your feelings altogether and turn into a Terminator who is totally emotionless. Instead, learn to live up to your purpose. It is one of life's greatest paradoxes that when you serve others, you will end up benefiting as much, if not more, than those you serve. So remember, brothers, the obstacle is the path. Embrace the discomfort and overrun it with speed. By the way, don't forget to show some love. Tap that subscribe button and hit like for the algorithm.